The first-class cabin was quiet, filled with the low hum of the engines and the faint rustle of newspapers. James Alfred, dressed in a clean navy suit and carrying nothing but a sleek leather briefcase, walked down the aisle with calm confidence. He was polite, greeting the flight attendants with a nod and a smile as he found his seat, 2A. But as he got there, a woman already sat in it. She was white, maybe in her early 40s, dripping with luxury, a diamond bracelet glinting in the overhead light, a designer scarf resting neatly on her lap. She looked up briefly, then down again at her phone, pretending not to notice him. James checked his boarding pass, then smiled politely. "Excuse me, ma'am. I think you're in my seat, 2A. The woman scoffed, not even glancing up. "No, I'm not. This is my seat." He blinked, a bit surprised by the tone. "I'm sorry, but—" "I said this is my seat," she cut in sharply, voice rising. "People like you don't usually sit up here anyway. Maybe you're in the wrong section." The words hit the air like a slap. The nearby passengers turned their heads. The flight attendant froze for a second, unsure what to say. James kept his composure. "Ma'am, I assure you I'm in the right place. Here's my ticket." The attendant, still hesitant, checked both their passes, and her face turned pale. Ma'am, your seat is actually 14C. This one belongs to Mr. Alfred." The woman's lips tightened. "That can't be right." "I paid for an upgrade." "Ma'am," the attendant said gently, "it looks like your request didn't process. Please, let's go back to your assigned seat so we can take off." The woman stood glaring at James. "You're lucky, you know. People like you should be grateful just to be on this plane at all." A murmur ran through the cabin. James exhaled slowly, his patience thinning but his pride intact. He simply said, "Have a safe flight," and took his seat. But as the plane doors closed, the woman muttered under her breath, "Unbelievable," pretending to be someone important. 5 minutes into taxiing, the plane suddenly stopped. The captain's voice came through the intercom, sounding confused. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just received an urgent instruction to hold position. Please remain seated." Whispers spread through the cabin. The attendants exchanged nervous glances. James sat still, expression unreadable. He pulled out his phone, opened a secure app, and sent a single message. 30 seconds later, the captain received a call from the airline's corporate office, from the CEO's direct assistant. "Captain," the voice said, "there's been a protocol violation on your flight. Mr. James Alfred is on board." The captain stammered. "Wait, the James Alfred?" "Yes, CEO of the parent company that owns this airline. Please hold the aircraft until we contact him directly." Up front, the flight attendant who had witnessed everything now looked pale as paper. She glanced back at seat 2A, where James sat quietly watching the runway lights. Then came the announcement. "Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the delay. We are currently addressing a situation before departure." The woman who had taken his seat was visibly irritated. "This airline is ridiculous." "What now?" The attendant swallowed hard and approached James. "Mr. Alfred." "The captain would like to speak with you privately, sir." That's when the woman's smirk faded. "Wait, did she just say Mr. Alfred?" she whispered. James stood slowly, adjusted his jacket, and smiled faintly at her. "Yes, ma'am. I'm James Alfred, CEO of Skylink Holdings, the airline you're sitting in." Her face turned pale. Her jaw dropped open, but no words came out. He leaned closer, voice calm but firm. "Next time you decide to judge someone by their skin, make sure they don't own the company signing your boarding pass." He turned toward the attendant. "Ground the flight. I'm not flying today." The cabin went silent. The attendant nodded quickly, whispering into her headset. Within moments, the captain announced, "This flight will be delayed indefinitely for a corporate matter." Gasps echoed through first class. The woman shrank into her seat, mortified. James walked calmly off the plane, phone already ringing with the airline's regional manager on the line. "Remember, respect costs nothing, but disrespect can cost everything." Outside, as the sunlight hit the tarmac, James paused and looked back at the aircraft, the engines still silent. He didn't need to say anything else. The woman's humbling was complete.